gentlemen, Joanna Millett.
Good evening. Hello, kia ora. So my piece is entitled A Journey to Love, although I think it should be called A Struggle to Love because all the guys that I meet are dickheads. But my name is Joanna Millett. That's Joanna with 2 N's, Millett with 2 L's and 2 T's. Don't worry if you don't get it because nobody does. No, really. There was this guy that I was seeing. Well, I wasn't really seeing him. We were fuck buddies. But he thought that my name was Joanna Millett, like the bird seed, which it's not. And he kept making fun of me, which was really awkward. In fact, the whole situation with him was really awkward because the sex was terrible. He kept doing this thing where he'd put his... Oh. People tell me I give too much information, which is sometimes a compulsion that I can't fight. Like this one time when I was going down on this guy in the bathroom of Denny's, which was on the corner of Cashel and something street, which I've never done before, apart from this other time in Ariba, but that guy was from Greece, and this guy was really, really tall, and I was like, it's surprisingly cozy in here, and he was all, yeah, how you doing, all right, and I said, I think we really connect, and it's lucky I waxed off my lip here last night, and he said, that's too much information. But I don't understand, it was only the truth. Isn't honesty really the goal? And he must have had some phobia of intimacy, not to want to share that window of my soul. And it's not TMI if you read it in Glamour, and People is the peephole to the secrets of stars. It's not TMI for Angelina and Brad, and Jennifer's marriages and Jay Leno's cars, and Britney and Tara and their lipo scars, and Jessica and Jessica and Jessica and Kate and Kate and Kate and Kate and Kate. So when people tell me I'm an oversharer, it's just me gossiping about myself. But I'd like to get to know you and not provoke your fears, so I'll do my best to share with you and spare your virgin ears. And I'll keep a few things private to reveal in later years. So I won't tell you about the cellulite on my... Oh, that's too much information. All the time I stuck an egg beater up my... Oh, yeah. That's too much information. You know, from then on, I never wanted to teach cooking class. From then on, I wanted to be a fluffer because I love bunnies. But I tried that, and that is not what you think it is. There are no bunnies there. So I tried to be a couples counselor, but I quickly realized that I've never had a successful relationship. But I was in love once with an awesome guy who never really loved me. And that's all I've ever wanted in my life, is to be loved. And so when he came to see me at one of my shows, I knew it was my last chance to fix everything between us. But I kept saying stupid things like, I stole this sweater from a costume shop. It makes me look like Daisy May. See, you're laughing. I think we're gonna be okay. I think you're really gonna like this show. I'm pretty sure it doesn't suck. See, you're laughing and I'm smiling by a giant duck in the harbor, and you're mine. We're doing fine. And then he says he's got to fly out in the morning. Oh, I didn't know you had to go so soon. I thought we had a little time. Look, whatever. If you have to, then you have to. So whatever, it's all right. We'll have tonight. And then he says that he's got to go to a party and can't come to my show, and he'll have to see me when he gets home. You know what makes me crazy? I'm sorry, can I say this? You know what makes me nuts? The fact that we can be together, here together, sharing our night, spending our time, and you are gonna choose someone else to be with. No, you are. Yes, Jamie, that's exactly what you're doing. You could be here with me or be there with them. As usual, guess who you pick? No, Jamie, you do not have to go to another party with the same 20 jerks you already know. You could stay with your girl on your fucking birthday. You could, God forbid, even see my show. And I know in your soul it must drive you crazy that you won't get to play with your little girlfriends. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And And the point is, Jamie, that you can't spend a single day that's not about you and nothing but you. Miles and piles of you, pushing through windows and bursting through walls en route to the sky. And I gave in, because that's what I always do. Because I'm so terrified that the person I'm with is the only person in the world that could possibly love me, and it's crippled me all my life. And you know what? I can pretty much pin it down to my first kiss. Do you remember your first kiss? Because mine is burned into my memory. At the third form mixer, my date was Steve. We clearly were still a bit young. But I thought first kiss, so I leaned in like this, and I sort of maybe kind of might have bit off the tip of his tongue. I tried to think how to apologize as he bled. So I called for the ambulance as I stroked his head, and he cried, "Ah! No one else will ever of you," as the paramedics made me leave. "Oh, no one else will ever of you." And they dropped me off, and that was it with Steve. The driver said, "You shouldn't bite people's tongues." Thank you. So I've had about 5 boyfriends. I tipped one out of a canoe, and I stepped on the head of my one-night stand. But it's time now to talk about you. You've yelled at me all night, it's nearly dawn, and you say I should apologize or you're gone. And you say, "Oh no, no one else will ever love me. No one else will take my shit. But if this is how they love me, then my answer is fuck you, I quit." 'Cause I've seen guys yell, I've heard guys whine, but somehow the fault was always mine. If I spoke my mind or failed to please, they're not wailing like I broke their knees. Okay, maybe I did once, but